Now, the IMF is projecting serious economic slowdown for Ghana by the end of this year. Now, the fund, in its latest regional outlook, is forecasting a 1.5% growth rate for the economy. We'll delve into that in a moment, but I want you to first take a listen to the governor of the central bank, Dr. Ernest Addison, during a recent graphic event talking about the impact of COVID-19 on the economy.
As you're aware, the COVID-19 pandemic is a global pandemic. This is unprecedented. It's not like anything that we have seen before. At the global level, this is a shock that is worse than what we are told happened in the 1930s. So this is something that we haven't seen in recent memory. In terms of the impact on Ghana, I think we would need to have some more observations to really understand the full impact of the pandemic. In Ghana, we have had some very bad economic history. If you remember, prior to the structural adjustment program in 1986, 1987, the Ghanaian economy was really very bad, almost stagnated. And I don't think we are there yet. The initial economic indicators that we have looked at for the first quarter of this year, some of these indicators came in relatively strongly. If you look at the exports of gold, even the exports of cocoa has been relatively strong. Oil prices have declined sharply. So we do have some strong points and some relatively weak points. If you look at private sector's contribution to social security, you also get a sense of the impact on employment back in Ghana. And we are projecting that we would see GDP growth decline, from an original estimation of over 7% to 2%. So it's a significant revision for the outlook on growth. Now, in terms of employment, some of the information that we seem to be getting, especially for businesses that are in the tourism and hospitality management services and educational sectors, these have been impacted significantly. Some workers have been laid off. In other cases, workers have been sent on paid leave in order to manage, the impact of the COVID. So yes, the impact for 2020 will be significant. We know that depending on how the disease progresses, that would also change the forecast, and it's very fluid.
Pretty worrying, right? As I indicated at the beginning of the bulletin, this was an economy which was described as the fastest growing in 2019. Well, the central bank governor has also been speaking about the impact of COVID-19 on the performance of the city. Take a listen.
Over the past 3 years, we have tried to, stabilize the economy, and we have made a lot of progress. 3 years ago, in 2017, the Ghanaian economy was growing at a very slow rate, almost 3%. Inflation was high, over 25%. The exchange rate was very unstable because we did not have a lot of reserves. And the Bank of Ghana and the government have worked very hard over the past 3 years to correct these developments. You will see that we have had a fiscal consolidation. Yeah. The government has had to spend less by trying to raise revenue and prioritize its expenditures. The central bank has had to tighten monetary policy, and in a sense, all of that has helped in bringing inflation down. We have been able to build more reserves, and we are seeing, more stable conditions, and then higher growth. Last year, 2019, the growth rate was above 7%.
Okay.
So now we are seeing a development which could derail all the progress that we have made. You can see inflation which was within our target. That is around our target band of 8 plus or minus 2%, has recently gone up to 10.6%.
Yeah.
And then you can also see that the budget deficit is threatening to be wider than originally planned. So this really complicates, policy. And it calls for very serious, navigation of the challenge in order to ensure that, we don't undermine all the gains that we have made over the past 3 years.
We are seeing a development that could derail all the progress that we've made. That is the central bank governor painting the picture for you as we discuss the impact of COVID-19.